All right, so this is the second day. I'm going to work through a mapping diagram, and basically we're going to be looking at the same idea, is it a function, but just by looking at it from the standpoint of graphing now. So when I look at the relation, the input I have an input of 0. Remember, we're doing all the x values. This one, this one, this one, this one. So I have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. And over here, in my outputs, which are my y values, or the second number in each parenthesis, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And so when I match those, the 0 maps to 1, the 1 maps to 2, the 2 maps to 3, the 3 maps to 4, and the 4 maps to 5. So the question, is this a function? The answer is yes. And that's because each of the inputs, each of the ones in the input column, only have one line coming off. They only map to one number. Now we're going to look at those same points on a graph. So I'm going to plot 0, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5. And we're going to do something called the vertical line test. So what that means is if you drop a vertical line anywhere on the graph, it should only hit 1 point. It should never hit 2 or more than 2 points. So when I drop a vertical line here, I only hit 1. And I know my vertical lines aren't perfect, but you can see it's okay. So this shows it's a function too. Remember, it's the same problem. It passed the vertical line test because everywhere I have an x, that means I only have one output, that only one number went with it. In the next example, I'm going to map it again. Okay. So I have 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 as possible inputs, and possible outputs. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Sorry. And again, I'm getting those from the second number here. I'm just making sure they're in numerical order. So now when I map it, it'll go 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 1 to 4, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and 4 to 5. Okay, now you can see from the mapping diagram this is a problem because of this right here, that the input has 2 lines coming off of it, that meaning if you put in 1, you could get 2 different answers back. Not possible. So from the mapping diagram, we can tell, because of this green circle, that 1 is mapped to 2 and 4, that this is not a function. We're going to show that this is not a function in a graph as well by plotting the points. We have 0, 1, 1, 2, 1, 4, 2, 3, 3, 4, and 4, 5. When you try to drop vertical lines, this one is okay, but, and I'll use a green line again, see this one right here? When you drop the vertical line here, you hit more than 1 point. Okay, that means if I put in 1, I can get 2 different outputs. That's not good. So because of this green line, this is not a function. It didn't pass the vertical line test. So you can see it in the mapping over here and in the graphing over here. So you'll push pause, you're going to try the examples, and then push play to get back and check your answers. Okay, in the first one, if you drop all the vertical lines, they only hit 1. So this is a relation because it is a mapping of 2 numbers and a function. Over here, if I drop vertical lines, that one's okay, that's okay. But now, look at that one, I hit 2 points. So this one is a relation because it's a bunch of ordered pairs, a bunch of points, but it is not a function, so it's only a relation. In number 8, it looks a little different, but it's the same idea. Everywhere, oops, I shouldn't use green. Everywhere I draw a vertical line, I only hit it once. So that's okay. So this is a relation and a function. I know it looks different, but remember, every little teeny tiny point on here is a point. Now when I go to this one, this is a whole bunch of ordered pairs. There's so many you can't write them all down. But look here. look, I hit this twice. I hit it here twice. That breaks my vertical line test, so this one is a relation only, not a function. And so now you should know what a relation is. You should know when relations are functions, and you have two ways to test: mapping and graphing.